We're now going to attempt to ask the question of the age. Genres. That opening line sounded more exciting in my head. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 a.m. coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. And because I'm very terrible at coming up with ideas myself, we're gonna do a Patreon requested topic. Whew, just in time. This one comes from Burrs and Mystery, and they would like to know what are my top 5 favorite games from various genres. Oh ho ho! Oh, that is a perfect question right there, Burrs, and I just happen to have the answers, or at least I do for now until I probably change my mind next week. And I'm curious, what are your top games from various genres on the Vita? I'd love to know them down in the comments section, if you please. So here they are, James' top 5 PS Vita games from various genres until he changes his mind next week, because I probably will. First game, my favorite puzzle game on the PS Vita is Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. For some reason I always have trouble saying that title, I don't know why. Honestly, why put 2 zeros in the title? Now I know when you think of puzzle games you probably think of something like Tetris maybe, but for me personally, I always think of Zero Time Dilemma. And here's why. 9 participants awaken, trapped in an underground facility. To escape, they must play a game with deadly consequences. Saw much? Who will live and who will die? The choice is yours. The rules are simple. After 6 people are killed, the escape hatch will open. Who will live and who will die? Let the decision game begin. Think your way out. Explore 3D environments for clues to solve mind-bending puzzles and escape your prison. Question your morality and even possibly your sanity if your name is James and you run a PS Vita YouTube channel. Just saying. In a series of life or death decisions where even the best option carries horrific implications. Fully voice acted and animated story sections push the boundaries of interactive fiction. Alright, so for this game in particular, think of the Danganronpa series, which sort of plays like a Phoenix Wright series, but add more puzzle elements to it. I mean, true, I know Danganronpa had puzzle elements to a certain extent, but this one does way more with the mind-teasing aspect. So much so that I might have just had to look up a walkthrough online from time to time. All the time. And while the story might have been a bit on the convoluted side, I will avoid spoilers. When it comes to puzzles, this game has all of the other games on the Vita, at least in my humble opinion, beat. And because I apparently have some sort of weird fetish for things that are blue and with spikes, hey, my diary says so, let's talk about my favorite racing game now. And not only is this my favorite Vita racing game, it's my favorite racing game of all time. This is Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. And yeah, they just had to throw in the name Sonic in there to sell more copies, but it's really a homage to all the franchises from Sega. I won't lie though, it probably did sell more units because of that fact. Compete across land, water, and air in incredible transforming vehicles that change from cars to boats to planes mid-race, which was one of my favorite things about the game. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform cast lineup on the starting grid once again to battle for supremacy in the ultimate race. Play as over 20 legendary All-Stars each with their own transforming vehicle. Race across 25 tracks and arenas, World Tour, Grand Prix, Battle Arenas, and more. Unleash ingenious weapons or utilize your character's unique all-star moves. And yeah, the reason why I love this game so much is because not only were the racing environments very dynamic in their own right, I mean heck, some of them even change completely depending where you are on the course, but the fact that you have the ability to transform from various vehicles, situational as they may be, was all but awesome. Plus this game features things that are blue and with spikes. My fetish is satisfied. Alright guys, now I present to you my favorite platform game on the Vita. This is Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Believe me, it sounds a lot more violent than it actually is. Unfortunately, battle with swords and whips in this retro-style action game brought to you by game creator Koji Igarashi and Inti Creates. Play as Zangetsu, a demon slayer bearing a deep grudge, who must travel through perilous lands to defeat a powerful demon lurking in a dark castle. But don't worry, because every time you have a dark castle, you're just expecting to see some sort of demon in there. It's like Dark Castle 101. Where'd you hear that from? I made it up. Zangetsu will meet fellow travelers along the way who can join your party as playable characters, so there's multiple characters to play as. Switching to these characters with their unique abilities will unlock new paths through treacherous lands. Your choice in recruiting these adventurers will change the difficulty of the game and may even affect the ending. And yeah, let's just address the elephant in the room here. This is essentially Castlevania. A spiritual successor to the series anyway, at least when it comes to old school Castlevania. And at that point, what is there really more that I can say about this game? It plays like Castlevania, only it's not Castlevania because Konami. Don't worry, they're doing pachinko games now, or at least they used to be. I don't know, I haven't kept up with them lately. Hey, I hear you like to dance. And for the 5 or so of you left who are actually watching the video after I made that cringy line, my next game for the best music rhythm title on the PS Vita goes to Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight, or like Persona 3 Dancing Moonlight as I think it's called in Japan. I think there's some sort of translation error there. But anyway, Persona 3 is my all-time favorite Persona game still to this day, and I think it had the best soundtrack of the series. I know it's debatable and up to opinion and all, but that's mine anyway. Oh man, I can just feel everybody judging me in the comment section. It's not a good feel. Face to face with an energetic Velvet Room resident, the C's are forced to perform at a mysterious dance party. Test your rhythm-based gameplay skills and dominate the dance floor. Soundtracks with songs and remixes from Persona 3. Customizable gameplay, English and Japanese dual audio voiceovers. Connect with your teammate on a deeper level, even though there's not really much in the way of waifus this time because it's just basic social links. There's no dating. My non-existent love life is not amused. Okay, so I'm going to be throwing a plot twist into this whole video now, and instead of choosing just a genre, I'm going to be choosing my favorite import game for the PS Vita. I guess that's sort of the same thing as a genre? I don't know. But it's an RPG, so I guess you could kind of say that this is like one of my favorite RPGs. This be Genkaitoki 7 Pirates, and if you haven't figured out the reason why I love this game so much, well then you must be new to the channel. Welcome. Okay, now this is a title that's kind of hard for me to find information on, despite the fact that I have played it, just because of the nature that, well, it's a Japanese import game, and it's not in English. I'm sure there's plenty of Japanese descriptions out there that I particularly can't read, and Google Translate never really helps without doing the whole English thing. I mean, heck, even PlayAsia wasn't much help in this situation. All their description really told me on their website was how the game was developed, because that's an important thing we need to know, I guess. But what I can tell you is that this is in fact a turn-based RPG, where you play as a bunch of pirate characters visiting different islands, trying to find booty, and possibly save the world too. I don't know, I play this game in Japanese. Oh, and it's ecchi. Did I mention that fact? I think it probably speaks for itself just through the video footage alone. And you level up your characters by rubbing lotion on them via the touchscreen. Yeah, I'm feeling just as awkward as you are right now. But hey, this is from Japan. You just can't make this stuff up. But despite all of the lewdness, it's a very solid playing RPG, and if you don't mind getting around some of the menus for this and are an import collector, I highly recommend it. Booty. Alright everyone, and that will cover all of my favorite genres of the PS Vita that I have selected for this particular video. I may do another video sometime in the future talking about some of the other genres that are the favorite of that genre. Yup, I just hit my hand on the table. And speaking of which, I'd love to know, what are your favorite genres on the Vita? Make sure to tell me down below. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. This video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who help make this content possible, including Gutter Drums, Phantom XRS, BMF, Hero Acer, Himdall Imbert, Saul Ramirez, Clayton Merlarkey, Adam Sondi, Kyle Brooks, Joshua Williams, PS Vita S, JR, Jared Hadeau, Richard Cruz, E-Rock, Kevin Enright, Lori Sweeney, Per Sterner, Heston Joseph, Jelly, Wendy K, Adam Thury, Aaron Swanson, H-Hitter, David Ray, Sculpture Tugel TCG, Rodrigo Vera, Larry Anderson, Dr. Super Artie, Matt Hargett, Jamie, Romp King, Mazgus, Donut Valley, Tasha Monty, Jackie, Eric DeWitt, Azumara, Juan M. Hermosillo, Cobble Trappa, Burzin Mystery, Sakib Alam, Kayonko, Smug Wolf, Jesus Hernandez, Robert Johnson, Makis Blob, Pablo Tonentino Mejia, Alan Iwazu, Bushin Ryu Cat, Milk Sama, Shin Snake, Nirarashi, Reiko Star, Joseph Razmick, Frayton, Matt Fox, Zekrito, and B Mystery. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. Likes and shares can help equally as much at making this channel grow. What was my favorite genre of these genres that I mentioned? Probably Seven Pirates for obvious reasons.